From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Eckler to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And you look at this Saints defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert. His throw incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. Oh, that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin the drive with Williams. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Carr now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On play action, now Carr. And that is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw left side complete. That's Perry. He'll get into the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A quick throw there out to Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Carr to throw on second down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to move back in front. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. It's Eckler again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Able to complete it to Johnston. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll find Moreau here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st and 10. Haener going to the air. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. To the right side and complete to Washington. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. He picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
You're mine.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This one taken in by Olave. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
White Monday down. 93. 93.
Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Herbert. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Taken down by Pete Werner. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Fighting him off. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Herbert changing things up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. It's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be after the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Returnable here for Davis. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A give to Kamara running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
29.
Carr gonna throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A first down carry by Allen. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. We pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Davis. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Ram.
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Herbert now to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Get down.
Throwing his car. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally run him.